Peace. Good morning. How you doing? Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for taking the time out and being on this platform. Those that are listening in from the podcast space, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So for those that are watching on Facebook, thank you. Good morning to you. Just like we do all the time. If I say good morning, then you can say good morning back, because we're on this side of the dirt. We're on this side of life, because we all have the ability to live, but who is actually living? But because I am living, I am going to give respects to your life and tell you good morning, grand rising, however it is that you do. But we're going to grow. Today we're going to grow in a direction that's progressive. We're not going to grow from a lateral perspective. We're not going to grow from someone just holding you down. We're going to grow in a direction that is taking us forward, and we're going to grow in a manner that some may see as counterintuitive. Some may see that it is something that is not taught, or is something that you should be going against something. And we're going to do something interesting. I'm going to tell you right now, for today, let me pull it up just for those who come on like, what is he talking about? It's there again. Be selfish. I'm going to tell you right now, it is okay to be selfish. It is okay. So like we do on this platform, we always go and look at the definition of the words just to see where the origin comes from and how to bring it into today's time. So I'm going to tell you, it is okay to be selfish. And what I want you to do is to ensure that you share this live in a Facebook group, or share this live on your timeline. And then we're going to jump into it, because after you share it, go ahead and put done, because right now, the obedience is going to be able to heal people and not just hear people. A lot of times people hear things, but they don't heal. But because they don't heal, then other people don't have the ability to hear how to heal, because they have no example. I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes we don't heal because we don't hear. And when we don't hear, there is no healing. I had a podcast before and I was talking about there is healing in hearing. And that is so true, that there is healing in hearing, because if I don't hear from you, then how do I know if I did something to you that I may need to address in order for me to change? So there's healing in hearing. So make sure you share this. All right. It is okay to be selfish. That's what I want you to say. It is okay to be selfish. So put in the comments, be selfish. That's you talking to you. That's not me talking to you, but that's you talking to you. Be selfish. It's easy. Be selfish. All right, here we go. This is why it's okay to be selfish. I'll do it this way just to make it real big for you. It is okay to be selfish. We're going to say that. It is okay to be selfish. I want you to believe in it. It is okay to be selfish. It is okay to be selfish. I'm going to say it one more time for you. It is okay to be selfish. All right, so what is selfish? Selfish is defined as characterized by or manifesting concern or care only for oneself, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. For those that know the platform, we always go into contrast. Contrast takes the definition and give it a new tool for you to use. So this contrast is red over white. So I'm gonna read the definition again, and then we're going to go into contrast. Characterized by or manifesting concern or care only for oneself, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. Now I'm gonna tell you something right now. It is manifesting concern chiefly with one's own person. Or this can be flipped to where it's going into manifesting chiefly with one's own person. Now, I'm just going to be transparent. I've never heard of the word chiefly until I begin to look up the definition of the word selfish, because a lot of times people want to use selfish on the wrong side of the coin. They want to use selfish because they want to use that against you. They want to talk about, oh, we got to have self-care, but when you're doing something for yourself, they want to use that as an advantage to make you feel a certain way, or to use it as an advantage to tear down every bit and every piece of progress that you've ever had, because they want to use that against you. But I'm here to tell you right now, today, it is okay to be selfish. It is okay for you to manifest your chiefly concerns with your own self. It is okay for you to be concerned how you manifest. Because again, if there is healing in hearing, so therefore I must hear myself say it, because I am concerned with my own nature. I am concerned with how I manifest. I am concerned with who I manifest with. I am concerned with where I go to manifest. I am concerned with the manifestation of myself. So it is okay to be selfish. I'm telling you right now, it's okay. And if you believe it, say it again. And even say it louder for the people in the back. It is okay to be selfish, because I want you to manifest everything that you feel that you can manifest. Because when you understand the manifestation of you has to come from inside of you, there will be more things that will develop after that, because you're chiefly manifesting within your own faith. You're chiefly manifesting within your own life, because how can you grow without knowing who you are? So let's go into the definition of the word chiefly. Chiefly is above all, most importantly, more than, for any other reason, mostly, mainly. That's a lot of words, right? So let's look at the common thing. There's a lot of M's in here. Now, this is just me freestyling right now, but looking at it. So I look at things and I look at what are the common factors in from that perspective too. So most, more, mostly, mainly. So you got to look at me. So, because we're looking at the M's, most, more, mostly, mainly is me. Because again, I'm gonna read the definition and we're going into contrast. Above all, most importantly, more than, for any other reason, mostly, mainly. So the contrast in this is just read above all. I had no other reason to put anything else. It is above all things. I still matter. Just like in business, people say, above all things, make sure you pay yourself. They want to tell you to pay yourself, but they don't want to go out there and tell you to do for self. They don't want to tell you that above all things, take some time out for you. And take the time out for you to where you don't feel guilty in doing it. Take some time out for you to where you're not challenged by someone else's emotions. Take some time out for you to where you're not torn between the voices in your head and the reality that you live in. Because a lot of time, selfish comes from someone's inner voice that feeds into you, that you deny yourself your own gifts, and you deny yourself your own progress, or you deny yourself your own blessing, because you allow someone's voice to pierce inside the who that you are, and to tell you that selfish position that you're in. Now, this is the good side of selfish. Now, we all know the bad side of selfish, the self-centered, egotistical type of person. We're talking about someone who understands who they are. We're talking about the person that's on the airplane when the masks fall, the person that breathes life into themselves before they are able to even breathe life into someone else. That's the person we're talking about. That's the person we're talking to above all. put your mask on before you try to go and help your child. Because how can you heal someone if you're hurting? That's how we go into the conversation communicating about hurt people, because there was never no healing process. Because I'm going to need you to, above all things, go deep inside of yourself. Go deep inside of the most innermost being that you are and the most innermost being that you can be. And think chiefly of yourself, because above all things, you are important above all things. But for any other reason, make sure you take care of you. And I want you to remember this too. Self first is not selfish. If you feel that, put that in the comments. Self first is not selfish. I don't curse, but some of y'all do. Sometimes you're going to have to do some selfish. Y'all know what I'm saying. Sometimes you're going to have to do that. If you're ever going to go in a direction that's progressive, or if you're going to go into something that is going to alter where you are, or something that's going to change your life, you probably going to have to do some selfish. You're going to have to do something that is putting you first in order for you to heal. And the next thing that I want you to do is, above all things, remember chiefly, above all things, you should matter to you. You should matter to you. What you think about you should matter to you. The direction that you're going should matter to you. The people that you surround yourself should matter to you. It is okay for you to go on long drives by yourself. It is okay for you to go and have that meal by yourself. It is okay for you to go to the movies by yourself. It is okay for you to take long walks by yourself. It is okay for you to even go on a trip by yourself. It is okay for you to have the girls' night out. It is okay for you to have a man's weekend with your boys and stuff like that. It is okay. There is nothing wrong with that. But I want you to understand, if you're ever going to have something that is greater for anybody else, don't you know it has to start inside of you first? It has to be something that is summoned inside of you in order for it to have a outward approach. In order for it to heal more people, there has to be a healing of oneself and a healing of the inner man before you can heal anyone outside of you. Be selfish and just know that it is not wrong to want for you to progress. It is not wrong for you to manifest things for yourself. Don't you know the more things you manifest for yourself, that gives you the ability to build wealth within your family. That gives you the ability to grow more for the community that you're in. That's why you can go and take these courses, because after you teach yourself or teach or be taught within these courses, you come back and you're a lot stronger for the other people that you surround yourself with. Why? Because you had to go and get it before you had the ability to come back and be selfless. You had to have a motion of selfish in order for you to come back and be selfless, because I can't give you something I have never received myself. So it's okay to be selfish. That's it. It is okay to be selfish. And because it's okay to be selfish, you have to be okay with sitting your tail down and learning more about you. Then you have the ability to learn more on how you communicate with other people, to learn more on how and what compromise is, to learn more on how it is important for you to begin to listen to you if you're going to heal yourself. Self-care starts with self. You. And remember that self first is not selfish. You can't be selfless without you knowing who you are yourself. And focus on you. And I guarantee you get a lot of work done. Y'all be blessed. Peace.